Bonjour everyone! We're Anicia, Philippe, our son Odin, our dog June, Lucy the cat, and 3 busy chickens working together to restore this old farm in the south of France. Our goal is to fully restore the barns, house, and other structures to their former glory using traditional materials like stone while blending in modern techniques. Each week we're excited to share the progress, whether it's major milestones or smaller everyday tasks that make up our lives here. This week, Philippe takes on reshaping the steep wall behind the barn, grading the soil, and starting to define the space that will eventually become our parking area. The almost dry weather has been a real blessing, allowing us to keep moving forward. After last year's endless rainy winter, we're thrilled to see things shaping up differently this time, and it's doing wonders for our spirits.
Right, today is a holiday, so I can't make too much noise. So I won't be driving with the dumper today, but I'm gonna try to get the mini excavator up there and get all that loose soil pushed down so we can slope it a little bit more than just a straight wall. The mini excavator doesn't make that much noise, so I can do that without bothering anyone. It's the dumper who's really pop, 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 pop. That's really loud, so I'm not gonna do that. It has been dry for a while now, so it's the time to do it, and rain is coming, so that's sure. So let's get that done, and then it's gonna be also less high, the wall, because everyone thinks it's 4 meters high, but there's actually 1.5 meters of dirt, loose dirt on top of it. Okay, I already did a little bit, just sloping it a little bit down and pushing the rest down where I was digging. I'm not gonna do too much because I still need to grade the parking space and it still needs to go a little bit deeper, so I will have excess soil and I want to use that to make that slope upwards. So I'm not gonna do too much. I'm gonna keep going up and up and up. And then after that's done, I'm gonna make a little ditch, a little bit higher, 2 or 3 meters higher than the wall that I made, to get all the runoff that comes from the hill and that it goes towards the fields over there, so we don't have too much surface water if it rains coming straight into our parking space. So that's gonna be a little swale where we will put plants and everything, but for now just gonna put a little bucket on and do it quickly. Afterwards we can finish it. Before I continue, now you can see why I said to just wait, because I had to get all the earth that was up there down. That's why I dug a vertical wall, and now I'm pushing all the earth down, or the soil, and it's creating the 45-degree bank soil, so it's gonna be perfect. Get that little bit done, fill up there, and then just let it settle for a bit. It's not gonna go anywhere. So the only thing that needs to be done is get this onto the level that it needs to be. Use this excess soil to push up the banks. So I think, or I hope, I'm pretty much done with moving soil towards the fields.
Ja. 1, 2, 3. Gooien. Ja.
Okay, little update. The weather is turning a little bit, but I hope no rain today. As you can see, it's a lot less daunting. The wall, most of it is done. I have to finish a little bit in the corner over there. What I want to try today is try to get the excavator to that little island over there and smooth it all out. Don't know if it will be possible. If not, I'm gonna come down and do it from down here. But the easiest part is to do it from up there, because then I can fill it much easier. But we'll see. Just gonna go for it. Zwaar heet, dat komt allemaal via die weg en midden lopen en goed hier uit. on top of the hill parking is there, and the barns. I'm gonna smooth this out a little bit more, and while I'm smoothing it out, I'm also gonna, with the little bucket, make a little creek, swale, whatever you want to call it. If we get rain, because I saw it last winter, it all comes rushing down, so I wanted to collect in this and go towards the fields. So we don't get too much erosion on the slopes that I'm creating, because the slopes are still loose soil. So it's a little bit more difficult here, because this was a old gravel road, I'm gonna call it, that the farmer used to go in his fields. This is the one that goes next to the newer barn. This one is up high, and next to the old barn was lower. So maybe all that extra dirt, I don't know, when they built the new barn, this was higher compared to the new barn. And this is older than the new barn, I think. So when they built the new barn, was it a hill there that they took out and put behind the old barn, which would be very strange that you would do that, but it's a possibility. Alright, I'm done. I think I will push this nice soil over on top of it so we can sow something with little trees, bushes, flowers, whatever. So.
Some of you have pointed out that the space between the old barn and our neighbour's land is quite narrow, and you're absolutely right. While the slope near their property is something we're taking special care to secure, we're less concerned about the other slopes. We've seen similar situations where neighbours have dug out soil and their slopes have remained stable for nearly 2 decades. As for the steep section close to our neighbour, Philippe plans to dig out the hill to create a vertical wall, and to ensure its stability, we'll build a retaining wall using large concrete Lego blocks, stacking them up with gravel poured behind the wall for proper drainage. Over time, we'll also stabilize the other slopes by planting flowers, bushes and small trees to help hold the soil together naturally.
Right, Mr. Dumper. Check your oil. Mr. Dumper is very tired. He's smoking a lot more. The black smoke you see is because the fuel adjustment is not right. I've told you guys this has 2 pumps with a fuel rack, and that fuel rack is very sloppy and loose, so it's not getting the right amount of fuel at the right time, so that's something we'll need to work on. And the bluish gray smoke you see is because it's eating oil, and it's doing it more and more, so it will need to be rebuilt. But now it just needs to hold on a little bit more so I can finish this. This dumper has done so much work, and for the price that I paid for it, it has repaid itself already. And it still does need to do a lot more work on the farm, but it will need some love before it can do that. It is still sunny, but it's a northerly wind, so it is quite cold, but that's good. Sunny and cold is what I want to be able to work behind there. Okay, I have a question for you guys. The front blade in front, ever since I bought it, there is a problem with it. There's like no power in it, but I don't see any leaks on the front ram or piston. So what is the problem with it? It has no power, and so basically the blade drops quickly. So it's like there's a loss somewhere, I don't know where, because I don't really see anything. There's a tiny leak in the middle of it. Maybe it's that, but it would surprise me that it drops that fast because of that tiny leak. And sometimes it doesn't want to respond to the lever movements I'm giving. So if I have been using it in the down position a lot and I want to pull it up, it doesn't want to respond or reverse. So maybe someone knows or has any ideas where I need to search. It's a Bobcat E20. You can find the hydraulic schematics on the internet, so maybe some expert can give me some advice where to look first. Okay, so these are zero turn machines, but when your door is open and clicked into the side, it's not a zero turn. So how did I notice this? When I was working behind the barn and the hilt was a little bit tighter, I turned around, I hit the door against the barn, not hard, but it bent the hinge a little bit. So I'm bending it back now with a wooden block and a hammer so I don't damage it. It's already closing, but I'm gonna take it off one more time, give it a little bit more adjustment, and it should be fine again. Okay, that's fixed as well. So for anyone that's wondering, since we got the excavator since last year, winter, around December, that's when the excavator came here. I think I filled this up, well, I'm sure I filled this up 4 times. So that's about €1,000 in fuel that I have spent ever since I have the excavator and the dumper. And we've done more than just do the driveway or the parking lot behind. So that's quite okay, because people think we're spending millions in fuel, but that's quite okay. A big machine will take up a lot of fuel as well. Okay, I'm gonna set up my laser, get it adjusted to the right level, and I'm gonna try a little bit of grading with the front blade on the mini excavator, which is not easy. As I explained, it's not working properly, but I'm gonna try it anyways because it is dry and it is getting colder, so it is getting easier to work on this. It's getting a lot firmer, so I'm gonna have a go at it, see if it's possible, because once that's finished I can get stones over here and get the first layer on top, even before I dig the drainage here. I just want to get it firm, so if I need to work on it I can drive on the dumper without making always these deep tracks, or when it rains at least I can use this place. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, just had a look at my mark and I need to go 18 up. It's a good sign that we still can take a lot off.
By the end of the week, Philippe's mom arrived for a visit in time to celebrate Odin's upcoming second birthday. Her visit also coincided with an exciting milestone for our channel, reaching 100k subscribers. So let me take this opportunity to thank you all for your incredible support and for sticking with us on this journey. With Odin tucked into bed, we got to work setting up decorations, making his birthday crown, and getting ready to make his special day even more memorable.